Starting the Gavin Smith racing team off on Friday in race 1 will be Vista. Now this guy's got 2 useful runs under his belt so far, and he's going to be trying the poly.
Yeah, we've taken him around the poly. He's doing really well at home. Each run he's gained experience and expecting a good run from him.
He'll also be trying the blinkers. He only needs to find a little bit more and those blinkers could do the job. In race 2, we'll see Brazilian Storm and Salient Point. Both are newcomers to the yard and in an open field have the form that catches the eye. They relocate from the Highveld and KZN respectively.
No, it's 2 nice fillies. I do feel the Brazilian Storm probably need the run. Yeah, she's put on quite a bit of weight down here and it's her first start. I do think she'll probably need this outing. And Salient Point, she's doing well at home and yeah, her form is thereabouts, Nate, and I think she'll be knocking.
In race 3, starting with Ferrari Ice, he's in super form and he's on the cusp of that 8th career win. Safari Blue, who joins us here in Pickwell, he was back to best last time out and he found the winner's box, and they'll be joined by you-know-who.
You-know-who is also, he's holding form thereabouts. He has got a squeak, he's doing fine at home, and I would include him in the quartets. Safari Blue, a mile grass, mile poly, he's a big horse, big galloper, and he's doing well, comes off a good win. He should be hard knocking. And Ferrari Ice, like you say, his next win is around the corner, his form is solid.
2 runners in race 4, Aerial View, who's down in class on her last run, and Maiden's Cove, who's in steady form.
Yeah, one at the top of the weights and one at the bottom. Maiden's Cove's got 54.5. Her last poly run was very good, and her last run also wasn't a bad run at all, but she was drawn very wide. Yeah, she's doing well at home, expecting her to be running on smartly. And Aerial View running really nice race in a I'd say a much stronger type of field, but she has got top weight of 61 to worry about.
In race 5, we'll see American Dream, who relocates to the Eastern Cape off really hard-knocking KZN form, and that does catch the eye.
Yes, Nate, he's a nice horse, a nice mover. He's settled in well down here, and I think he'll fit in nicely down in the Eastern Cape.
3 runners in race 6, all are Vista Nova, Sandbank and Life on Mars.
No, it's, yeah, all of them track and trip suited. Vista comes in with top weight, but he's coming back to himself again. Life on Mars, prime race with a fair enough draw. He's got to be a runner. And Sandbank, him as well, he's looking for this 1400 now.
Moving on, another 3 runners in the way of cool runnings, and I do think that I'm excited to see him back on poly, possibly needed his last of a break. Is or Is You Ain't can improve on his local debut, and racing alongside them will be Mr. Bodacious.
No, yeah, Is You Ain't just needed a touch of loss, but he moved up smartly and cut back in trips. I think it's going to suit him. I agree with you, cool runnings, he's well in himself, he did need that run. I had a running grass to keep him on the boil, we were waiting for the poly to come up, preferred surface for him, and doing well at home, track and trip suits. And Mr. Bodacious, no, he's expecting a fair run from him. He's doing well enough. His last run, I think there were excuses, and we're expecting him back in the quartet.
Closing off for the yard in race 8, Victory of Dubai, Modern Magician and Slim Yanni, who is another newcomer to the yard, racing off useful KZN form.
Yeah, Slim Yanni, nice little horse, nice, decent KZN form, and he comes off a fair last run. Came in lovely condition from Ace, and track and triple suit. He's been around our poly. I think he's got to be a runner. Modern Magician track and trip is exactly what he wants. He needed his last start. On the grass, just had to keep him on the boil. He's quite a chunky fella, so back on the poly, expecting a forward run from him. And Victor Dubai, he may just be in need of it. Nate hasn't run in a little while. There just weren't any races to suit off his rating, but doing good work at home, maybe back in the quartets.
Yard in good form, take note of the comments.